Okay, boys and girls, here we are to another letter in our alphabet. We've come along real nicely. Everyone's been doing a great job with their handwriting. Notice that we are going to start today with the letter P. Look for the number 1. That's where we always start. And notice that it's right there on the dashed line. This line is going to be sweeping up to the top line. We're going to come straight down to the baseline. Then we're going to come straight back up that line to create the circular part of the P in front. So remember, take a highlighter and then follow that line from the dashed line up to the top line, straight down. Now back up that same line to make the circular ball in the front for the P. Practice again here. It's a little smaller than the first one that you draw. And let's take your pencil and now create our own, slowly and carefully, until we get used to the shapes and the motions that we have to do to create this letter. Taking your time, not too fast. Hopefully this one will seem real easy to you. I'm going to go ahead and highlight my last one here, and the next one on the next line, and continue on making this as perfect as possible, taking my time, doing it nice and neat, trying not to get outside the lines, and have full control of my hand, fingers, pencil, so that I'm able to create the letter accurately. Now notice we'll get some practice with some words starting with a capital P. We have Peter, Peyton, Phyllis, and Pam. We'll start with Peter, with that capital P. Obviously that's his name, so it starts with capital P, which also means this is a proper noun. Here's a small e, T, E, R, P. Eater, Peter. Notice the E is making its second sound because of this E here. And then the sound comes from ER. Eat, Peter. All right, next is Peyton. Peyton. That can actually be a girl name or a boy name, actually. So we've got see the word pay right there, P-A-Y, and then ton. Payton. All right, next is Phyllis. And of course, all of these are proper nouns. Why are these proper nouns? They all start with capital letters, and they name a particular or a specific person. It's not a group of people. It is one particular person they're referring to when they use these names. And then what's making the f sound at the beginning of Phyllis? Phyllis. If you said PH is making the f sound, then you are correct. Here's Pam. That's an easy one to hopefully spell and read. Pam. Pam. and those are those proper nouns. Now notice down here at the bottom, you're going to have some common nouns. Notice by the lowercase p, these will be some common nouns, except for maybe pop. Pop will be used mostly as a verb. So it would always be lowercase unless it's someone that you refer to as your pop. Then you could put an uppercase letter. Notice the lowercase p starts on the baseline. It goes up to the dashed line, and then it's going to come down below the baseline and loop back up to the dashed line, around, and this one will have a tail that comes back out. Notice we had no tail on the uppercase one. So starting at the 1, up to the dashed line, down below the baseline, circle back, up, around, circle, and tail swings out. And here, nice and easy on this one. This one may be a little trickier than the uppercase P was. Up and then back for the tail. Around, and then the tail comes out here at the top. So up to the dashed line, down below the baseline, little tail back, up to the dashed line, set it down on the baseline, come back out and touch at the dashed line. And take your time slowly creating these lines till you get it perfectly right. Up to the dashed line, below the baseline, curl back, up, around, kick out. Up, down, back, around, kick out. And then the lowercase p here. Okay, we got our next group here that we're going to practice. A few more reps. And here repeats. Get good control of your hand. You're working those hand muscles, making them nice and strong. Those hand muscles to create those fabulous handwritings that you guys will be doing this year. All right, you have pepper, pop, puppy, and pie. Most all the letters here that we're going over, we've actually had practice with. So make sure you take your time following carefully with your highlighter over the word that's here. And then again, carefully copying what you've just done with your highlighter, very carefully, slowly creating the same thing, trying to make it match as best you can to the original that you were given to copy with the highlighter. Try to get it as close as you can. Here we have pop. Slowly, carefully, each letter as careful as possible. Alright, so continue on with puppy, pie, and at the bottom you have Paul pushed on the purple pipe with a period at the end. Please pay Paula for the pie, period at the end. Notice capital letters at the beginning of the sentences. Paula is capitalized. Why? It's a proper noun. Always capitalize your proper nouns.